We want to return to breaking developments in the search for a missing woman in the United States. We're hearing reports at least 3 people have been detained after a SWAT police operation was undertaken at a property just over 3 kilometres away from missing Nancy Guthrie's home. Pima County Police are due to issue a statement regarding its movements shortly. Nancy Guthrie is the mother of US TV personality Savannah Guthrie, who was born in Melbourne. Let's take you live now to our colleagues at Fox News for their reaction.
Were they involved in sending these ransom notes, air quotes? Was there any communication? Did they do anything? And one other, so you're going to tie that in, because that goes back again to the timeline, right? Can we include or exclude? We start putting these boundaries on there. But the other thing, too, a lot of people you're talking about, sometimes the criminals think they're smart. This is why the evidence response team, what Maureen was talking about, is so critical. One of the gang homicides I worked one time, the guys thought, oh, we're just going to wash our stuff, hot water and stuff. We still found blood on there. We still typed it. We're able to tie it back to the scene. So even if you do things like that, a lot of this evidence will persist. And remember, we found blood on the walkway coming out. So the question is, why did that blood stop? Where did it go? Because there was nothing else, so it didn't appear she was carried anywhere. She had to be transported somewhere, and that's where, now we talk about, was there a van involved or a vehicle involved? That's the other thing that's going to be getting a fine-tooth comb. You're going to be going over that thing. They'll be using things like luminol to show that even if you wipe away blood, you can still use blue light. You can still use other things to show bodily fluids, to show blood. So everything is going to get, I mean, a top-to-bottom examination of this, because now you're going to tie the van to the backpack, to the clothes that are at the scene, to anything in Nancy's house that comes from the residences they're searching. You're going to have to be able to explain. It's going to be hard to explain, why is your stuff in Nancy's house?
Randy, we're talking with Bill Hemmer about this earlier today. The blood that Morgan mentions on the front porch there, it did appear to stop there. As far as I'm aware, nobody saw any blood drops going down that relatively long driveway. And it's a question of, like, why, how, did they pull having disconnected the doorbell? Could they have pulled a vehicle up there? Did you get any theories of that?
Yeah, I fully believe that a vehicle was used. I mean, the blood trail, you can't carry a human being that far, you know, and so I fully believe that there was a vehicle involved, and that's going to be critical.
And do you believe more than one person, therefore, involved?
I do believe there was more than one person involved in this as well. And finding that vehicle is a critical component to this case, because it will, without a shadow of a doubt, have forensic evidence in it. Now, then you can trace everything around that vehicle, ownership. You can check the VIN to find out what the history of the vehicle is. And then once you process that vehicle, any DNA that's found in there, any fingerprints that are found in there might bring in other suspects into the mix here. So finding that vehicle would be a gold mine of information.
Joshua Sherrod, another thing that has struck us over the last couple of weeks is the sheriff's...
And that's where we'll leave our colleagues at Fox News. Those developments coming out of the United States, in Arizona, where a police operation 3 kilometres away from missing woman Guthrie's home was underway. 3 people have been detained. At this stage, it's unknown if they are suspects. That is the vehicle there in these live pictures, where it is just after 11:15 p.m. local time there. That police operation underway, those fresh developments breaking as we go to air right now.